Hello, welcome to Go Game Yourself. I'm Jordan, and I'm continuing on with the next quest in The Witcher 3. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. You know the one, that game I've been playing. We are stood outside Kiera Metz's house, and we are going to do a favour for a friend. And what we have to do is get on our horse and drink our milk. I mean, go to a field and investigate something. So this is Hangman's Alley, as if you couldn't tell by the people that have been hung off in the distance. And we are here looking for a horse and cart that has been abandoned or robbed. So it's time to use the old witchy senses to find out what happened and get some clues. But there are also a bunch of drowners around, and I might take care of those. Oh no, that's an old hag. And that hag is... Oh, what's getting into a fight with the drowners? Maybe we can profit from this. Oh, I think they've killed the... Yeah, they killed the hag. Oh, and I'm gonna die from a... I'm dead. It's happening again. Let's see what I can get to happen here. This will be interesting if I can get this group to fight the water hag. And nope, no interactions going on here. I don't know if they're related. Ah, here we go. This will be interesting. I think these drowners though will probably kill the water hag going by that first attack. And they're gonna kill me if I'm not careful. Ooh! Not good. Ooh! Calculated attacks. Look at that. That was a good job. Let's see, is there any more loot? There's a few bits and pieces, but most of it was over here. Ah, there's a bunch of stuff. A sodden note. Might have a read that later.
Wide, heavy wheels. Merchant's wagon.
Well, they didn't go towards the sea. They've gone up this way. And they've veered off the road. Into the woods. Into the woods. And we keep going further into the woods. If we keep going along this path. Yeah, there's something up ahead here.
Yeah, merchant traveling across Velen alone. No way that was gonna end well. Leftovers, cuts of meat, packaged still intact. No sense of what magic was that. Wonder how Kiera will explain this one.
Oh, he's narrating over the top of himself now. That was odd.
Human. From an artery. Can't be for her. Wouldn't have made it.
Now it's time to go and take Kiera Metz's Amazon delivery back to her. And find out what she's been up to. What's going on with our Kiera Metz? What sneaky thing is she up to now? Oh, Kiera Metz, I've got something for you. Hello.
Geralt, just when I was starting to miss you.
What are you doing?
Got those substances you wanted?
Splendid. I can finally begin my study of double arboreal racination patterns. But first, I'll...
Brew yourself a mug of mulled wine. Saw what the wagon was carrying. Exquisite meats, expensive wines, Zerrikanian spices. Not a speck of magic. Care to tell me what you're up to?
I would rather show you. But you must wait a bit.
Color me intrigued. Fine, I'll wait.
Then shoo, outside.
Gonna slip into something more comfortable?
Later. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Well, go on, out.
You heard it, folks. She's gonna get comfortable.
You've been patient, thank you. It's almost ready.
Aww.
If I wanted to see white mice, I'd just get drunk.
Note that I said almost. Now don't interrupt. The Cain Vin Favour.
Third mouse. What happened to it?
The spell has a 66.67% chance of success. I always use one more than I need, just in case.
So where did... Kiera, can I explain what's going on here?
Know the fairy tale about Cinderella?
Mm-hmm. True story it's based on, too. A Zoogle cropped up in a palace pond and ate Princess Cinderella whole. Left behind one slipper, so...
I beg you, not another word about Zoogles. Now, to return to the fairy tale, I'd like to escape these ghastly swamps for one magical night. I don't need a fairy godmother, I'll cast the spells myself. But I could use a Prince Charming. It just so happens you're the only decent candidate in all Vellum. So, what do you say to a moonlight ride on horseback? And dinner?
Sounds tempting. So tempting, I don't think I can refuse.
Before we go, there's one more thing.
Gotta transform a pumpkin into a carriage?
No. I shall transform our rancid rags into something more glamorous. Don't wince. It'll only be an illusion, won't hurt a bit. And at dawn, everything will return to normal.
Why not? Might as well go all out.
Then hold on tight. Gavella Glan. So, what do you think? Neckline too modest?
It's just right.
Well, I might also have changed your hair colour while I was at it. I've always fancied dark hair, Ben. Oh well, any port in a storm. Well, off we go. Dinner's waiting. Last one there does the dishes.
One thing that I find weird, his hair colour isn't any different. What was all that about? Unless she's seeing something that we're not. I told you she was up to tricks, but you wouldn't listen. Oh, who's that guy? That was a bit odd. There's some randomer walking around. Oh, she's gonna win. Yeah, it's only fair that she does win, actually, because she set this whole thing up. She told you she was crafty. Look at that. Dinner in the forest.
I thought you were a better horseman.
For the record, I was riding a mouse.
For someone who usually trots around on a roach, that shouldn't present a challenge. Now do you see why I needed those substances?
Beef and cinnamon and cloves, roasted capon with shallots. It was worth the trouble.
Shall I pour the white or the...
Dry red, but let it breathe a little first.
Well, never took you for a wine connoisseur.
Think witchers suck the marrow out of drowned bones and wash it down with puddle water?
More or less. Well, we've chatted long enough on empty stomachs. Let's dig in.
Must have cost you a small fortune. Sure you don't need me to pitch in?
Please, I manage. You know, a dozen eggs here, a cock or gander there. Besides, my finances are about to improve.
Oh, really?
How, if you don't mind my asking? I mean, you'd think the only work to be had in Vellum would be in farming.
Very true. So, I have two options. I can either start cultivating turnips or leave. But that's not what I wish to discuss. Thank you once again, Geralt, for your help with the tower. You were fabulous.
Not the first curse I've lifted.
But among the most difficult, correct? What happened on that island? Why, I shiver at the thought. And the laboratory. I sincerely hope you burnt everything. The cages, the corpses, the papers.
Why are you even interested?
Because I grasp the importance of the studies conducted there. In the wrong hands, the findings could do immense harm. I'm sorry. Such a gloomy subject to broach. I simply shouldn't have, not during our romantic dinner.
Romantic? Thought we came here as friends.
Friends with benefits. So,
Ho ho! Should we? Yeah.
Sorry, there's someone else.
so what? Oh, Geralt. You're so old-fashioned. Will you at least lie down and gaze at the stars with me?
Why not?
Well, I've ruined that for you all, but just so you know, it can lead
No
to
other
fornication
constellation in Zerrikania?
Dragon something
and
like that.
sexy times.
No, it has a different name, but indecent, actually. Lean closer and I'll whisper it in your ear. Egfain Navi.
Oh, Geralt,
Where?
you silly sausage.
Put me to sleep with a spell. Means she's up to something.
Yet again, she's being crafty.
Like Isle, the tower.
And we have to go back to that bloody tower. Couple more things to loot. And we will investigate the tower to see what's going on there. First, always good to do a bit of a meditation to make sure you've got your potions fully charged. Fully charged?
A light.
You know what I mean.
The tower.
Looks like the building's on fire. Hardest game of Jenga ever. Someone's been busy.
So, found what you were looking for?
Yes, thanks for asking. How are you feeling? Sleep well?
What do you want with those papers?
Why, I aim to use them to continue important work that a man's tragic death put on hold. Alexander was studying the Catriona plague. I'll use his notes to produce medication, perhaps a cure, or at least a vaccine.
Strictly humanitarian motivations, is that it?
No, strictly selfish ones. The mighty would pay willingly for such a remedy. Can you imagine how much? Take Radovid, for instance. Why, he might even consider forgetting my past associations with the Lodge.
Radovid doesn't forget, and Radovid doesn't forgive, especially when it comes to sorceresses.
He'll make an exception for me. He'll have to. I have something he wants.
Please, you don't believe that.
Well, you believe Yennefer will stop treating you like a dog someday. Don't see me laughing. I'm going to see Radovid. Tell him of this research, whether you like it or not.
Now, if I say, can't let you do that, it's gonna end badly. So I'm gonna say something else. I'm not gonna say do what you want, because, well, that's just gonna let her go. She might get killed, so let's see what this middle option is.
This is suicide, Kiera. You'll wind up tied to a stake, burned to bolster the morals of the masses while entertaining them.
Shut up for a moment and look at me. See this? Bedbugs, Geralt. Bloody bedbugs. I, Kiera Metz, advisor to Foltest, a member of the Lodge of Sorceresses, have bedbugs. Think what you will, but I'll not stay in this bloody swamp one day more. Not one day. I shall cross the Pontar, and that means Radovid's men will find me sooner or later. Don't you understand? I don't have a choice. I will have to parley.
Got another option. Go to Kaer Morhen.
You believe I'd be safe there?
Long as you don't piss Lambert off, yes. Emir, Radovid, neither will be able to reach you. Find little in the way of luxury there, but we do have clean sheets.
It's a long way, well beyond the dividing line. But if I keep to the woods until I reach the Kestrel Mountains, I should pass through unnoticed. So be it. Seems I find it hard to refuse you, handsome. You've clearly a notion of what women want, how they think.
So, see you at Kiera Metz? Beds free of bed bugs, mostly.
I long to be there already. See you, Geralt.
Well, that was an interesting conclusion to the story. So this is a bit of a spoiler for anyone who's playing through this game. Now, there's plenty of videos out there that you can watch to find out the, what exactly happens, but there's different outcomes. When I recorded this a couple of nights ago, in my failed attempt at recording, I ended up having to fight her because I stopped her from going to Radovid, and I had to kill her, which was unfortunate. But this time I've kept her alive and possibly kept her safe. And I'm guessing if you let her just go on her merry way and do whatever she wants as it's her will to do, because she's determined to make the cure and get rid of the bedbugs, then she could probably end up dead in a different way that doesn't involve you killing her. And that's one thing that's becoming more and more apparent as I play through this game, is that the missions are, they're not so clear cut in terms of, oh, go there, do the mission, and that's the conclusion. In an earlier video you saw how I failed the mission, and now I have saved Kiera Metz and possibly sent her to a safe place, as opposed to having to fight her or kill her or someone else kill her. So I like the fact that there's multiple pathways through the mission, multiple conclusions. So thank you again for watching this video as I drift along the waters back to the mainland. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel for more updates on the Witcher 3 playthrough and other video series as well that I'm doing. I'm doing quite a bit. Don't forget to like the video and leave some comments below if you have enjoyed it, or if you have any other advice or any other feedback. It's more than welcome. That just leaves me to say thanks again for watching. I've been Jordan, this has been Go Game Yourself, this has been The Witcher 3. Bye bye.